What if Saint Valentine decided to visit Earth on 2026, Valentine's Day? And the real question is, would he even recognize modern romance? Let's decode it. Up in heaven, Saint Valentine is reviewing Earth updates. A notification appears. Reminder, humans celebrating your holiday again. He smiles proudly, until another alert follows. Global Valentine spending, billions of dollars. He pauses. Billions? And curiosity wins. He wants to fact-check the legacy of his sacrifice. He descends to Earth. He lands in the middle of a city on February 14th. He expects poetry, grand romance, secret love letters. Instead, the first thing he sees is a guy panic-buying flowers at a gas station. He is arguing with the cashier. Yesterday, this bouquet cost $10. The cashier replies calmly, "Sir, today is Valentine's Day." Saint Valentine studies the price tag and nearly ascends back to heaven. He writes his first observation. Love now has dynamic pricing. At the same moment, a delivery driver sprints past, shouting, "Emergency roses for a guy who forgot." Saint Valentine watches him run, like a medic rushing into battle. He continues his journey into a coffee shop. Someone places a smartphone into his hands. Not knowing what to do, he touches it, which opens a dating app. Faces flash past at lightning speed. Swipe left, swipe right. He drops the phone. In his time, people traveled miles to meet one person. Now humans dismiss potential soulmates in seconds. He accidentally presses super-like, instantly panics. What have I committed to? A teenager reassures him, "You can undo it." Saint Valentine stares into the distance. You can undo love now. If connection moves this fast today, how seriously do humans take it? Then he enters a crowded restaurant. Candlelight flickers everywhere. Romantic music fills the air. But many couples are photographing their food. One pair rearranges dessert again and again. Saint Valentine asks, "Is this a ritual?" They reply, "No, the lighting is bad." He nods and writes, "Modern romance requires multiple retakes." A waiter whispers, "Table 6 broke up before dessert." Saint Valentine crosses himself. That was fast. He ponders, did humans make love more complicated or just louder? Later, a young couple tries explaining their relationship to Saint Valentine. He says, "So, you are together?" They say casually, "Yes, but not officially." He says, "You are committed?" They say, "Kind of." He says, "You love each other?" Long pause. They say, "It's complicated." Saint Valentine sits silently for a moment, then writes, "New species discovered, the situationship." He doesn't judge, he's just fascinated that humans invented emotional beta versions. As evening approaches, he sees two people connected by glowing screens. A long-distance couple. They laugh through a video call, sharing dinner from different cities. A surprise meal arrives at one door, sent by the other. Their excitement fills the room, despite the distance. Saint Valentine writes slowly, "Distance no longer defeats connection." Later, he wanders around expecting loneliness among singles, but is surprised to find a celebration. Friends exchanging gifts, laughing, calling it a day of self-love. Saint Valentine pauses. Love stretches beyond romance into friendship and identity. He writes a realization. Love did not shrink. It expanded. Curiosity leads him into a quiet room. A couple speaks gently with a therapist. They discuss boundaries, communication, the courage to say what hurts and what heals. Saint Valentine watches silently. Now people study love to help it survive. He writes thoughtfully, "Modern love learns from itself." Before he could rejoice, someone explains ghosting. You just disappear. No explanation. No goodbye. Saint Valentine looks stunned. In his time, even rejection had words. Now heartbreak can arrive through silence. He writes firmly, "Modern heartbreak travels through Wi-Fi." Then he sees a quiet park bench. A couple sits together. No phones, no cameras, just conversation and laughter. Recognition settles over him. Beneath all the noise, love still looks the same. He closes his notebook and smiles. Back in heaven, Saint Valentine submits his final report. Humans added apps, chaos, and extremely expensive flowers. They invented situationships and ghosting. They stretched love across distance and studied it with care. But they still sit together and laugh with those they cherish. His conclusion is simple. Love survived the update. One final notification appears. Valentine's memes, trending worldwide. Saint Valentine sighs softly. Of course they are. If Saint Valentine visited your love life, what would confuse him the most? Comment it below. And be honest. I think mine would be unread messages.